tuned into Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Tune in right now.
Hey, what's up, Lanett? How you doing?
What's up? I'm feeling good. How y'all doing?
I can't complain. I know it's hot in LA. I was kind of mentioning before we got on the call that I'm in Big Bear today, so I'm not catching all the heat that you got out there, but I'll be back to it shortly.
Yes.
Enjoy the breeze. Enjoy the breeze. Don't feel sorry. Enjoy
Not
it.
at all. Because it's hot. It's hot.
It's hot. Well, I'm Dario. Thanks for joining us on Black Hollywood Live, The Trend. Of course, joining me as well as my co-host, Courtney.
Hey.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. It's
Welcome.
We've been excited to have you, especially to talk about Pump.
Hey.
Keeping us in shape.
I need it, man. I need it.
I'm still every day. I'm working on my guns during this court. Ow, okay.
Ow.
Look, that's all you can do in quarantine. Like you gotta keep it together. You gotta keep it together inside.
Yep.
Hey, I keep saying that I've been trying to get my summer bod together during this quarantine, even if I don't really have a summer, because I don't know what's going on right now. I'm afraid to go to the beach, so I may just be looking at my own body.
We're gonna make it to the beach at some point. It might be cold, but we'll get the pictures.
We're gonna get there. So let's talk about Pump. So all-star cast. You got Ray J, McKinley Freeman, Jennifer Freeman, Michael J. White. I mean, you guys are doing some big things with the show, and it's on Urban Flix TV. I know your character is Tamika, so give us a little background on people who of the show that people may not know about.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So Pump, as you mentioned, is on Urban Flix TV. You can watch it on urbanflixtv.com. Urban Flix is a brand new network, just launched. Black CEO Herb Kimball, and it launched on May 1st. And our show was the first show that Urban Flix commissioned to be an original series for the network. So
wow, that's big.
It was huge, it was and so myself and Corey Grant co-wrote the show, and we were able to bring the show. Phaedra Harris casted. She did a lot of the casting, brought amazing talent to us, and they gave us free reign. And the best thing about that is that we got to make magic.
Wow.
Without a lot of voices, without a lot of I don't know about this or that. So when you want to see characters that are unapologetically themselves, that represent just a range of humanity. I mean, we've got the Black characters in this, and what I love about this show is that it's not bump laugh track. There's none of that.
Right.
It's a single camera comedy, and we represent so many different walks of life, because that's what you do in the gym. You go to a gym because the show is based in a gym. Like, it's a revolving door of, imagine with the people in the barbershop that, make $100,000 a year, some of them make $100 a week. So you're getting,
you're getting a full range.
Everybody. And it's set in Inglewood. So it's set in Inglewood, California. And we touch on the gentrification that's currently happening in Inglewood. We touch on the fact that the gym don't look like what it used to look like. We go there with the show, which is, I think, why we've received such a warm response and such a receptive response from the audience that has got a chance to see it. The biggest thing is they say, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know y'all was So it's a hot, steamy, edgy comedy. And it's centered around Ray J's character. He plays Sean Ford. And I think Sean T, y'all know Insanity?
Yep.
I think he was the guy that started off in the gym, made it big with Insanity type videos, made it to the next level, and left his love interest, played by Jennifer Freeman, behind. Left his gym family, myself included. I'm the receptionist, and I got dirt on everybody. Left me behind.
You got all the team.
So he left the whole gang to go follow his dreams, and took a leap of faith. And so we celebrated him for that. But he got a little bit bigger than he was supposed to, too quick, and due to supplements that cause spastic diarrhea, and everybody kind of blacklisting him. Nobody wanted to touch him. He had to come crawling back to this gym and back to us. And that's where the crew comes in. So I play the receptionist, and I sell free passes, I sell hair weave, I sell a couple different things from the front desk, and I keep everybody honest. And then we have Rhetoric. He came from the world of soaps, but has done quite a few other things, and he is like the lovable nutritionist. He's a do what I say, not what I do. So you might catch him like throwing back Doritos and then coming up to make a smoothie for the, for the guests. And then we have a spin instructor who's like very Fabio-esque. And the running joke is we don't know who he loves, what's going on. We just all are in love with him. And then, we have a yoga teacher who struggles with going from 0 to 100, and you just don't know which person you're going to get, but she's supposed to be the Zen leader. I mean, it just goes on and on. We have McKinley Freeman, as you guys know, and he is the ladies' man. And he stepped up and took Ray J, Sean Ford, took his place. So when Sean Ford thinks he's coming back as the man, he's got some competition.
Yeah, a little competition out there.
Competition.
It's such a fun crew. And then of course Jennifer Freeman is newly promoted, and so Sean's got to eat a little bit of humble pie when he comes back and dealing with somebody that he used to deal with and that has cancer too. So it's when I say it was as much fun shooting as it was writing, as it was just the actors, myself included. Even on the days that we didn't have scenes, we were always there on set. We couldn't
watching everybody else's
watching
work.
Everybody,
because everybody's a fool. So we had to be there for it.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, okay, it's got its comedy, but it's definitely got some steamy little sex scenes. It looks like
stuff.
Too. And I couldn't get past McKinley's hair, because McKinley's been on Black Hollywood Live before, and I was like,
we got hair.
McKinley got that new look.
Yeah, he did.
That
was on that. I mean, it just goes to the collaborative nature of the show, because McKinley came up. He said, I wanted to look like this. And then he ran it past us. He ran it to Corey, the director. And then Corey was like, you like it? I love it. Let's go with it. And that became, I mean, even down to the tattoos. He got a lot going on.
Oh.
He got a lot going on.
He got a lot going on in this show.
Yeah. Well, can you talk a little bit about, as one of the co-creators, what your process in terms of getting the show to Urban Flix was like? Was that like a decided thing? You guys obviously were in a time where Black ownedness is super exciting and we're pushing that forward. Were you guys thinking in creating it that you wanted to be at a Black platform, so you felt like you were more embraced? What was that process like when you were setting up the show?
That's such an important question. I can say that we always hoped that the goal of this show is to show the Black experience in so many different ways, and in the way that you're not used to seeing it come through maybe, a white network or, whoever else. So we loved the idea. We wrote it not knowing where it was going to go. A couple ideas. Urban Flix wasn't even around at the time when we first decided on writing the show, which was, I mean, it even underwent a name change, but by the time we figured out exactly what we wanted to say with the show. So it just seemed kind of like everything aligned with Phaedra Harris, as I mentioned, knowing of the show from before. When she got her position over as head of casting at Urban Flix, one of the first calls she made, she was just like, I have a show. And that's how we got involved with Urban Flix, revamped it again, because as I mentioned, it's undergone some changes where it was a little bit safer. I'll say we wrote it a little safer in the beginning. And then once we realized the platform that we had and the, streaming, you can push.
You can go there.
You can go there. So we were able to just really just kind of relax and just be. And then
you can push the opposite.
Yes, and we did. And then what that also allows, and that was the beauty of just having such a generous director, is that there were even times where we'd say, we got an idea, we want to do it like this. And he'd say, give it to me just like on the script. Now give it to me like that. And then you could just incorporate whatever take. And so because a lot of us are, quick on our feet, it's a comedy. So you kind of go with what's happening. There were even a couple scenes that were improvised, and we just kept going with it. And in one of those scenes I'm excited about that didn't start off that way was a scene with the cops. And especially in the climate that we're in right now.
Yeah.
It's interesting even looking back at it as one of the creators, to watch it now and see how there was the white cop and there's the black cop, and just the different roles that they play when interacting with us in the gym, and how we're regarded, how the gloves come off at some point. So it was really an experience where we just got to write the truth, and then the truth has come full circle in ways that, you know, I can't even articulate right now.
Yeah. How has this all affected you? I mean, in the process, and I mean, obviously we've gone through a very interesting couple of weeks. We're not just in the middle of fighting a serious virus, is trying to stay away from it. We're also in the middle of a racial war. So how has this all kind of affected you, and how have you managed to keep yourself in those, you know, the upward movement, like up, you know, keeping that spirit up?
I would say for me, I have to start the day with positive affirmations. I have to, because I have to speak life into myself, because it's so hard when you see these images over and over and over on television. And what I was learning is I was waking up and I was consuming those images, and I was going to bed and I was consuming those images, and I was waking up the next day with my heart out of my chest. And I was stressed, and I didn't want to call it that at first. I was just like, I think I got my reflux was acting up, but it was stress manifesting itself. And I think that for me, it helped by going out and taking action. I'm out there. I got a sign back here that as soon as I find out there's something that's going on close, I'm out. I'm out with my sign. And it's for me, it's just important. It's so important that we are active at this time, while we have this platform, while the eyes are on this issue. I just feel like it's a second coming of the civil rights movement. It's our chance to be those people that we've always admired for getting us as far as we've gotten as a culture. And
absolutely.
I feel like to sit out, and it's not to say that everybody, you know, can make it out or whatever, but if you're not doing something to advance what's going on and shed light on it and stop racism in your circle and speaking out, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your platform if you're not doing that? So
that's true.
What's the point? Exactly.
So yeah, I would say positive affirmations when I wake up. It's been a lot of prayer, a lot of checking in on people, because I consider myself a very strong woman. Can't tell me nothing, but I need to be checked on.
Like, I hear that.
Yes. You know, and so I think it's a time where, for the first time, my strong friends are admitting, like, hey, I'm struggling with this. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's just convene, just especially during quarantine, when we're isolated and we might not have those healthy venues to outpour and whatever, or the gym or whatever. We don't have those things in quarantine. So you got to talk to people.
Yeah.
How has that affected your creative energy though? Have you been led to write more or create new things, or where are you at with your creative?
Wow. I'm writing currently. I've already written a pilot for a new show since quarantine, working on wrapping up another feature treatment. And then myself and Corey are writing more episodes, because the biggest question we keep getting is, when are we getting back to it? Like,
yeah.
So I've been writing and creating, and it's been great to have that outlet. It's been great to have that outlet.
And how is this all going to affect you as far as even with writing more episodes and filming more episodes? Because obviously right now with the industry, it's the biggest question that's out there is, when can productions actually start? I know some places are slowly starting to do it, but how will that affect you in creating more episodes?
I think the biggest thing is to just be ready, so you don't have to get ready.
That's right.
I think that the industry rules are changing daily at this point. I've even seen several things that are saying, hey, you can open up as soon as June 12th. I don't know how true. That's tomorrow. But I feel like as we get information about, these are the rules, this is how many people you can have, it's going to be a skeleton crew. So no more bringing up your homeboys and this person wants to do that. And So, once those rules are laid out, all we can do is be ready. All we can do is be ready and be adaptable. So I'm just trying to make sure, at least on my end, the work is ready. And
well, that sounds like you've made the most of your time.
Exhausting. See, my character on the show is a hustler, and I'm a hustler in real life. So that's one thing I can say I pulled from.
Well, even on the show, I mean, obviously you're in a gym. What are you doing in quarantine to stay in shape?
Ooh, planking. Planking on the couch, planking on the table, planking on the floor. I mean, I love planking. I used to try to get out and run more, but it's so hot. So and I'm more of a morning person when it's time for runs. At night, I'm ready for dinner. Let's just kick it. But for me, it'll be, late night, just kind of walking around, and that serves for exercise and clearing my head. But then making fun activities with my household items. So when I say planking on the couch, I would turn the camera.
Come on, girl.
Go ahead, do it. Do it. We want to see
Come
it.
on.
Wait, y'all see me like this? Hold on. Just the couch. I'll pop up on this thing. Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
I'm on the couch.
All right.
Hey, hey, I see you. Oh, you did the extra
I'm
move
planking
too.
and dismounting. Okay.
We gotta keep it quarantine fit. But yeah, it's and I have a dog, so there's exercise.
Yeah.
You can't not exercise when you got and my dog
That's
is
true.
2 years old. I got a puppy. So, did I lose you? I see you, but I don't see him. Where'd you go?
I don't hear anything. I don't know what happened.
Come back. Oh, wait, there you
see you, but I can't hear anything.
go.
Do you see me?
I see you and I hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Technology.
Want to do it.
Well, we're gonna wrap up the show, but I have a question for you about your motto. You said, "Don't wait, create."
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
To me, I mean, don't wait, create is just as an actress first, because before I was a writer, before I was led to produce, before any of these things happened, I'm an actress. And I went to Howard University, and as soon as I graduated, I came straight to LA, AHU, and I was just like, I'm here. Hey, hire me. What's wrong with you guys? And so you get to this point where you're just like, oh, so everybody does this. And then you realize that you're waiting on this inevitable phone to ring. You're waiting on so many things, and you're giving your energy, you're giving away your power. You're just giving away so much while you're waiting. And what I found is that even just starting writing as a ghostwriter on certain things, and then being acknowledged, and then writing, the first thing I wrote with director Corey Grant was Illicit. And so from there, it was just kind of like, we should do a TV show. And that's how we spun off to writing this. But it was just kind of like, what can I do for me? What kind of shorts can I do? What kind of monologues can I put on screen so that I'm exercising what it is that I love to do? Yeah. And when those things happen, it wasn't like everything I wrote came to fruition or got a platform immediately, but I got calls back. I got calls, from auditions that I had done 2 years ago. Hey, we remember you from such and such. And then, I got a call and I'm shooting in Thailand. And then I got a call and I'm coming back and I'm shooting as soon as I get back. And it started, work begets work. And I found that the only time I was always working is when I was creating something else. And it might not necessarily be that that's what happened next, but it took that energy and putting that out for my other stuff to start kind of lining up. So I live by it. It's just don't wait, create, it'll happen.
I love that. I'm gonna steal that actually.
Do it.
We need the t-shirt.
That's right. We need the t-shirt.
Dang, I didn't even copyright it.
Where can fans find you on social media?
On social media, I'm most active on my Instagram page. So I would just say, just go there. I know I have a Twitter, it's out there, but I'm on Instagram and it's Lanett Tachel. So it's LANETT_TACHEL. Lanett_Tachel.
I like that. Courtney, where can fans find you?
I'm all over the social media universe at Stuart Starlet.
And you can find me, Daryl Kristen, everywhere, and also on TikTok.
Hey!
Finally. Well, Lanett, I'm excited to see more of you and see more of the projects you're working on. You definitely are. You give me inspiration to remember to create.
Queen.
Don't wait. Don't wait. Create.
Do it.
So I'm looking forward to seeing more of the show, and a lot of great things come from you.
Thank you so much. I looking forward to chatting with you guys again. You guys got to hit me after you watch episode 6.
Yeah.
We will. We'll get you in. Once everything gets back to normal, we'll have you in the studio.
In studio.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Thanks, Lanett.
All right. Bye, guys.
On behalf of our BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Check out our Black Hollywood Live YouTube page for even more great programming and amazing content, and be sure to subscribe and like our channel when you do. I'm your BHL host, Nakia Monet, and you can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom or at Black Hollywood Live. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
Hello, pumpers. Here's the latest with that crazy gem in Inglewood. Pumps, very own Sean Ford made it to the big leagues. Your boy came up.
You want to be the best you can be? Then power punch him.
Celebrity trainer Sean Ford's fitness empire is in jeopardy.
Did it ever occur to you that you needed to have supplements thoroughly tested before selling them to the public?
No, I tested them.
No, you didn't.
So you not here to get your job back?
I'm Sean Ford. I single-handedly kept the lights on at QVC.
And now you're back here. People love a great comeback story.
And pumpers, pull out your popcorn, because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
You are